Hello, this is Jon Lucifer. I am not a normal streamer, so I don't have early access to Raft. However, I'm a huge Raft fan, and since this is the day before the release of the new updates for Chapter 2, I thought I would introduce myself. So let me go ahead and load my world. It is my third attempt, but I've come a long way. Now, I understand the game is called Raft. I decided to build a boat. I do want to go over some key things with my ship. That way, in later usage, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, let's start off. One thing that kills me watching some of these other players play is you can make it so the shark never attacks your boat. You just gotta knit and grit and armor everything in that ship entirety. Or your raft, I'm sorry. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tour of my ship. I am currently on day 451, and this is my ship. Well, how can I show you my ship other than through pictures? But, okay, this is the main deck. This is the lower deck. And like I said, you can even armor your collection things, so that way the shark can't even attack those either. I've done quite a bit here. Ran out of wood. Inventory. This is my wood. This is my plastic. The top two are palm fronds, and then the bottom four are ropes, and then these are just like miscellaneous, like all my extra batteries. So I'm super excited about the battery recharge station. My scuba gear, and little other stuff that I've collected throughout the game. Alright, let me knock this out real quick. Okay, here's my painting station. I set it up right in the middle so it's out of the way. My paint supplies. And then I have catches all throughout my ship. Then I have 4 engines because my ship is actually kind of large. But, because as if you don't know, one engine can move 100 rafts. So, just in case, my ship has grown quite a bit since those days. Down here, I have my water supply. There's Carl. He's not survived very well. Then I have my more catches, all my trees, and yes, you can kill Mama Bear, but it is a pain. Don't worry, I've got trophies throughout the entire ship. Also, on Mama Bear Island, you can find pine trees, so you can plant them. It's hard because there's a lot of trees that are not access. This I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but I built it mainly because the trees are right behind here. And then you come up to the next level, and you've got your little. Oh, there he is. You got your little farm. I've got water for your water machines, and as well for your foods. By the way, walls and roofs do not help. Birds will still attack. You got the flower room where I collect my bees. And I just laid up a bunch of flowers. And yes, the birds attack the flowers too. That's why I do so many, because it just makes it a lot simpler. And I have 3 beds. Oh, by the way, you can turn your radios on too. But, okay, that's the gist of it. There's a tower. I did build a tower only because I was bored and I had a lot of extra supplies and nothing to do. And I do keep various supplies in here. Things that I've found, birds I've collected. That's the next part. I'll do that last. I like to, every time I find shoes, I always try to pair them up. Silly like that. And I got my little observation deck, which I can get up here, because I had to create a door that way I could paint. Yes, I painted my entire ship. And that sums up this. And then here's my main galley, or my main bridge. Not a galley. Which I have my radio station, which what I did was I put antennas and then put them in like little closets. At least two of them. And the third one, I kept up high. You got to keep them on the same plane as your radio station. So that's why I lifted it up. I can drop that for right now. Then you got more tables, more junk, crafting table, another bed. Granted, I have 3 beds on this thing, hoping friends would join, but nobody has. But right here is my main bed. This is the one I go to, where I keep all my equipment that I'm not using. Extras, just in case. Got my poison pufferfish. Oh yeah, I named my ship the SS Gray V. Because, long story. And I've kept, which is funny because they don't spoil. Technically, if I was to ever run out of food, that's where I would go. One of the latest updates, a couple months ago, they actually came out with some new recipes finally. You can find them online. Just look up, because there's one that's still not accessible. I don't think. Nope. And it's shark dinner, which is mushroom, silver algae. And shark is probably the best source of food. I cannot take credit. I'm not the one who found it, but it is quite, I think it creates 3 and it gives you the most energy out of all of them. Speaking of food. And I've sampled everything. It's the salmon and the catfish deluxe, I think. Yeah, it's catfish deluxe. See? And then, oh god, I'm low on food. Let's cook up some steaks. Because from seeing some people who had early access, it looks like some food, some steaks are coming back on the grill. Alright, let's see. Some water. Got some water. I always try to keep 2 jugs, that way you can fill up one, use the other one. I always keep my waters ready to go. And this sums up the boat. Right now I'm free floating. I only run my engines when I have an objective to go to. Oh, also you can create a platform around your anchor and you can access it from a port. I actually learned that from Slipgator, I believe. It's one of his tricks. And it works perfectly. So full credit Slipgator on that one. I've also watched Neebs Gaming and learned quite a bit from those jokers. That's with complete respect, by the way. I love those guys, as well as Slipgator. They're very enjoyable to watch if you have not watched them. And that's the tour of my boat. Hopefully on my next update I will be starting the new chapter. I'm super excited. And yes, I have had a lot of time on my hand. This ship is quite extensive. And again, You can metal plate your entire ship, and it's worth it in the long run. Once you've metal plated it, the shark will never bother you again. If you want to get bored and build one, let them come and get it. Also, the shark is relatively easy to kill. It's just all about timing. You have to be in the water for it, too. And I think that's it. I don't think I have any other things I want to tell you. So this will do for episode 1 of Jon Lucifer. Or Gravy. I'm not sure which I'm listed under. I have 2 usernames, so. I have messed with pretty much everything. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. So stay tuned. See you next week.